NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForge reporting from the sidelines. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry with the bucket. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Outside Curry. Now Moody back to Curry. Shoots over Fox. The shot by Curry, no good. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit, be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Now Fox, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. And here is Fox. His last outing, he had 18 points. To the inside, here's Wembanyama. Lays it up off the glass. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Butler, right side Green. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And now look at Victor Wembanyama here. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in rebounding, first in blocks, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. And the slam by Moody.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Castle, following the score by Golden State. There's the pick. Stripped away. He's all alone. Here's Moody, and the slam by Moody.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Here's Wembanyama. Last game, 26 points. Fox with the screen for Wembanyama. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Butler kicks to Porzingis. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Porzingis. A 3 ball. Good on the triple.
And Porzingis doesn't take too many shots from the corner, but he's effective when he does.
Johnson outside. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Castle. And Butler sends it back. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Four on the shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Johnson, and Moody pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Warriors leading by 3. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. Now, here's Johnson. Defense right on him. A pass to Fox. Back to Johnson. San Antonio again missing. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find the handle.
Sinks the triple. Curry's got 8.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now, here's Fox. Scoreless thus far. And they get it. And that one drops.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Outside Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Johnson. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Castle. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. To the paint. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Spurs trail by 6. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Warriors making a change here. Richards is checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Vassell's checked in. Castle against Butler. Pass to Wembanyama. San Antonio again missing. Warriors leading by 6. And stolen by Vassell. Outside for Wembanyama. Connects from three-point range. Wembanyama's got a couple of threes now in the first for San Antonio. Here's Butler. It's good. And the Warriors lead by 5.
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
Here's Castle. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Barnes outside. To the middle. Porzingis with the steal. The shake. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, try as they might, the defense can't stop Porzingis inside. He's too tall and too committed.
Spurs trail by 7. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox. 12 points for Victor Wembanyama. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against Los Angeles.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And another thing, guys, is they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Here we are over halfway through the season right now, Stan, and these teams have certainly come a long way to this point.
Well, Kevin, every season is a journey, and you have to applaud the work ethic of these guys to keep competing even as the wear and tear of the season adds up.
And here is Harper after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. To the left wing. Horford against Wembanyama. It down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Now here's Butler. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes. So don't worry about that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Here's Butler. His scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average. Pass to Curry. Green, the screen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24.
Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
That's good from Green.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Golden State. Then for the Spurs, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Bryant comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Here's Fox. He has 7. Vassell sets a screen for Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, when you talk about Butler, his toughness is what comes to mind first. This guy plays hard every second he's out there. A throwback type of player.
Quentin Post is checked in for Green. And so Butler nails both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Fox. He's got 7. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
I love how quickly Fox makes decisions. He's especially clever and decisive in these pick and rolls.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Butler. Got a hand on it. Right side, Bryant can't cash in from close range.
When we talk about the importance of protecting the rim, right there, outstanding defense.
And the basket by Horford.
And he didn't have this shot coming into the league. But now, Horford is dangerous from deep.
And here we go. It's Butler. Pass to Melton. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Podziemski, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Harper, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Horford. His last outing, he had 8 points. Horford with a screen on Harper. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. It's tipped. Bryant outside. Back to Harper. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Cornett finds Castle. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Back to Melton. San Antonio with the rebound. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Harper. A special move before the shot. And now just a 2-point Warrior lead. Melton with the ball. For the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. We witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Bryant is out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Stephon Castle. And it's Harper in at the 2. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Here's Horford. 5 on the clock. Pass to Melton. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's right around 17 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Here's Castle. 8 points his last outing. Cornett passes to Harper. He can't get that one to fall. The Warriors leading. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. Melton hits them both. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now Castle. Pass to Johnson. Down low, Cornett. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, Johnson is a team-oriented player. And if he spots an open shooter, he's making the pass.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Here's Podziemski. Now here's Porzingis. A nice shot by Moody. Moody's got 6 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
So it's San Antonio now, trailing by 4. Kicks it out to Johnson. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Podziemski. Rebound by Johnson. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Vassell, the pass to Harper. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
And something scouts found very appealing about Dylan Harper. His skills are ahead of the rookie curve. He's got a deep bag already, a lot of moves that other guys would need to get schooled on.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Quentin Post is checked in for the Warriors. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, they tied it up, but that was a good chance to pull it front.
Stand hard to figure, right? Here's a guy pushing 40 years of age, Al Horford looks as good as ever.
Oh, he sure does, Kevin. He reminds me of me and you. Guys that just seem to be a lot younger than they really are. And Al's still getting it done every single night in this league. It's a testament to his discipline and his professionalism.
Here's Pajemski. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Harper. Castle on the wing. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Warriors trail by 5. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Brandon Pajemski. San Antonio also making some changes. Ryan's checked in for Luke Cornett. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And stolen by Castle. The wide open look here for Fox. Buries the long-range jumper. Fox has got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. And here is Butler. Pass to Melton. To the right side. Horford against Bryant. Shot clock at 5. Outside Butler. Looking to end the run. Bryant with the rebound.
Looking to answer the three from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Here's Fox. Bryant with a screen for Fox. Pass to Bryant. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Harper, he's checked in for Stephon Castle.
You know, I don't think Horford gets enough credit for his defense. He's been an impact player at that end for a long time.
Here's Bryant. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now, here's Moody. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by the Spurs. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Vassell outside. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Moody. He had 13 points in the win against Memphis. Melton kicks to Butler. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Stephen Curry. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Butler.
Well, you got to appreciate how Butler inspires his teammates. He gives them someone to rally around on the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Richards is checked in, and it's Stephen Curry in for DeAnthony Melton. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Wembanyama is checked in.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the 2nd quarter.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
You throw good, Wembanyama.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Moody with it. Johnson on him. Moody's shot is off. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. Fox with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Butler against Fox. Goes up on the block. 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Horford. Here's the break. Here's Moody. Johnson with the block.
Well, Johnson is never one to take a play off, and his hustle let him be in position for that block.
Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers.
Yeah, and he chipped in a couple of blocks also. A well-rounded, complete effort throughout.
A nice shot by Moody.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Fox deciding where to go with it. San Antonio again missing. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Butler. Outside Curry. Bullseye! Curry with a deep 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 16. That one drops for him. Wembanyama's got 18 points.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Horford against Wembanyama. There's a good screen. Here's Richard. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Fox. Another miss by Fox.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Johnson, the pass to Vassell. And here is Fox. Vassell outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Vassell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Horford. Now Moody. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And another 3 for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And the Spurs with possession. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Curry. There's the triple. Moody's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Vassell kicks to Johnson. Fox a screen on Curry. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Wembanyama, a big man with big range.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
And a deep 3 from Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks chills.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. But take a look at the Warriors. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, the Spurs, a few slots below them.
And for the Warriors, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team could take it to another level if they get rolling.
Here's Melton. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Johnson with it. Butler covering. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
And for Johnson, it's all about being consistent. When he does this, he's a major factor for this team.
And he sinks the second. Harper dishes to Johnson. Pass to Barnes from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Wembanyama. Basket good. Wembanyama has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Curry fires from way outside. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Fox with the drive. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. Butler kicks to Green. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Harper. Wembanyama, a screen on Melton. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Now, here's Moody. Covered by Barnes.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. San Antonio leading by 6.
Well, you got to be careful how you guard Fox because he's adept at drawing these whistles.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
And he knocks down the first one.
A lefty who is lightning quick. De'Aaron Fox is one of the toughest covers in the league. The development of his three-point shot has been big because it forces you to come out to him.
Both good from the line that time. Curry with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances. Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
You take a look at the Spurs, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had. The effort's been spotty. It's been a learning year for this organization.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Spurs.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
San Antonio leading by 6. So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Jimmy Butler. Moody is out there with Draymond Green. And there's Porzingis. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position.
Look at the hustle by Butler on the fast break. Jimmy plays the game at full speed.
Now Castle. Johnson outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jimmy Butler. The Spurs have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Wembanyama.
A generational talent. Wembanyama is an all-around player with incredible upside.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, on top of all the length and skill and athleticism, Wembanyama has a strong work ethic and a great attitude.
And Porzingis puts up a deep 3. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Inside, here's Barnes. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Outside, Porzingis. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 5th assist in this one. Barnes outside. Back to Wembanyama. The response from Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Butler passes to Curry. And the Warriors, another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Johnson. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Moody. They trail by 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Barnes can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Curry always finds a way, this time inside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. For the lead, and he lays it up and in. Moody's got 12 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And, of course, free throws always so important. Here are the leaders. 5th is Stephen Curry.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
On defense, Golden State. They lead by 1. Outside, Fox. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Draymond Green. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Golden State moving it around. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Green. Now here's Curry. 5 on the clock. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Wembanyama. Headed by Porzingis. Wembanyama passes to Johnson. Here's Castle. He's got 7. Here's Wembanyama. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Wembanyama's got 30. Butler finds Porzingis. The kick outside to Butler. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Floats it up for Nobody's getting that high, but Wembanyama.
You know, the perfect lob partner, Wembanyama, with elite hand-eye coordination.
Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Outside Fox. Back to Castle, and stolen by Butler. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about Porzingis getting back in transition, using his long strides on the fast break?
Spurs trail by 8. Castle up top, defended by Butler. Pass to Wembanyama. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kristaps Porzingis.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
He throw good, Wembanyama.
And I got to admit, every time I see Wemby play, I'm still in awe. I never thought we'd see a 7'3" guy with this much skill. Victor truly is a unicorn.
Quinton Post is checked in for the Warriors. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Pass to Curry. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And so it's San Antonio with it. 9-point game. Pass to Wembanyama. And he drops it in from the low post. 36 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Moody the pass to Curry. The tray. Moody's shot is off. Spurs trail by 7. To the middle. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself.
And it was Wembanyama who got it rolling after deftly getting a hold of the ball there.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now here's Butler. He's got 13. Driving in. Pass to Post. Back to Butler. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
A little something extra with that finish from Fox.
Warriors leading by 3. And here is Butler. Rebounded by the Spurs. Castle's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Here's Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
That free throw, no good. And the Warriors making a change here. Richards is checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And the second free throw, good. The Warriors leading. Back to Butler. It's Curry outside. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Easy money for Wembanyama.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Butler. Richard covered by Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, tough play by Butler.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Vassell outside. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And so here is Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Curry. Pass to Butler. Over Castle. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Curry. And it's a 7-point Warrior lead. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They grab their own miss. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Now, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Pass to post. Here's Butler. 6 to shoot. Back to post. And that one is hammered home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
So it's San Antonio now. The Warriors making the shot. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
There's the toughness from Fox. Not much deters him from getting a bucket.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Ryan's checked in for Barnes. A free throw off from Fox. And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Here's Post. Puts up a deep 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Castle's got 6 rebounds in the game. And a nice shot by Bryant.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Now here's Curry. He's got 34. Pass to Horford. to the inside. Now post. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Vassell outside. Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
1:29 left in the third quarter of the game. Castle against Butler. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And Fox has it in the corner. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Here's Curry, and he converts the layup. Curry's got 36.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Fox. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. That evens the score. Castle's got 10.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Here's Curry. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And he gets the bucket.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. De'Aaron Fox out there with Harper. Then it's Luke Cornett. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Johnson in at the 4. And here is Harper after Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. Cornett kicks to Fox. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And the Spurs lead by 1. Butler feeling out of it. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harper.
It is great to have a player like Butler who forces defenders into such tough positions.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Quentin Post is checked in for the Warriors. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Vassell, the pass to Harper. Pass to Vassell. No good with the triple.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Vassell outside. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
Pass to Melton. And here is Moody. Melton feeling it out a bit. That three off the mark.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And Fox is a solid passer, knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Pass to Post. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Warriors lead by one. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Cornette finds Vassell. It's deflected. Richard covered by Vassell. The kick outside to Butler. Inside. Here's Post. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Al Horford, he's checked in for Quentin Post. And San Antonio with the change here too. Barnes is checked in. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Richard. No good from outside.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Butler. And there's Butler with the flush.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
Johnson kicks to Vassell. And the basket is good.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
The Warriors trail. Outside Butler. Gets an open look and hits. Butler's got 26.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harper against Butler. Vassell right side. 6 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Vassell went in anyway, knowing contact was coming.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him.
So both teams changing it up here. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, you can clearly see Devin Vassell is a player with a ton of enthusiasm. He loves being on the floor, working as a cohesive part of his team to get results.
Now, here's Moody. Curry can't get it to go.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Oh, trying for it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And some changes here for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Moses Moody. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Jimmy Butler. Harper, he's checked in for the Spurs. Vassell with it. Clock at 6. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets.
And going up against the Pelicans, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
On the wing, Barnes. Started by Green. Porzingis with the steal. Now Podziemski. Pass to Curry from downtown. They get it back. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is the dirty work you love to see Porzingis doing. Saving the play and hitting them a bucket.
San Antonio trailing here. Barnes outside. And here's Vassell from the arc. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. Shot clock at 3. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Green in the high post. Back to Curry. Over Harper. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Back to Wembanyama. Shoots over Curry. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Moses Moody comes in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Butler in for DeAnthony Melton. San Antonio also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. And so Castle nails them both.
Well, Castle is already a versatile defender. And offensively, he's just scratching the surface. You can see why he won Rookie of the Year.
Now here's Porzingis. Outside Butler. And it's blocked. Outside Fox. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. Right side, Fox. Just 5 on the clock.
And they may want to work on getting more high percentage shots. They have the lead, but the three-point shots haven't been falling for them like they were in the first half. How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Here's Castle. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. Pass to Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Curry. Porzingis trying to get free. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got 40 points.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. All alone, and it's Green with the jam.
And the experience helping Green on these possessions, welcoming the chance to sink a big shot.
San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Outside, Fox. Johnson sets the screen for Fox. Here is Wembanyama. From 10 feet away, Porzingis pulls it down. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's stolen by Curry. Green. One-handed.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Spurs trail by 4. Here's Fox. Drives to the hoop.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Fox.
And I really love Fox's game. I mean, he's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
So he gets them both.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
The shot is good!
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Spurs trail by 4. 141 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, the way Fox goes at defenders inside earns him a lot of trips to the foul line.
It's the first that narrows the lead down to just 3. Hits them both.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
Outside Curry. Now Porzingis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. It's tipped. And it's the Warriors on the break. Porzingis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
Well, you know teams try to get physical with Porzingis, but sometimes that strategy can come back to bite them.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a three-point lead.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
Wembanyama down low. Guarded by Green. Green whips down the board. Now Porzingis. Oh, the dunk!
Huge points from Porzingis. With his massive size, I like going to him.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Fox!
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense. Protecting the paint.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Hits them both. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And for a player of his size, Fox not afraid to take some contact to get to the line. He'll do it every chance he gets.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And so he hits both. And so they foul intentionally. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Feet away. Oh, the jumper goes.
Showing that clutch gene. Fox just put his head down and got his team what they needed.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Johnson outside. The long shot, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Stefan, on the road, these fans got going. How did you guys weather the storm?
I think we didn't panic at all. We obviously a well-tested team and understand the runs that can happen, energy in this building. So we took our time on offense. We didn't have many turnovers, which you get a good shot, good things happen. That got us the win.
That's poise that comes with experience, and that experience paid off tonight. Thanks, Stephen.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight.